heated scenes in that match between India and Pakistan, which took place in Bengaluru, to the extent that the players, the coaches, the officials all were involved, and they were all needed, let's say, to get aside the Indian head coach, who had an altercation with the Pakistani players and the coach as well. What exactly happened in that match? Let's first tell you that, because there's plenty that's been happening around this incident. So the incident happened when there was a throw-in call, which the Indian head coach wasn't particularly happy about. He felt that the throw was wrongly given to Pakistan, and rightly so. That's what the replay suggested. But Igor Stimac, the Indian head coach, lost his calm, and he in fact snatched the ball away from the Pakistani defender who was just about to take that throw. In that very moment, tempers flared, and there was a pushback of sorts from the Pakistan camp. You saw there was a physical confrontation as well. When that physical confrontation happened, then there was chaos that happened on the touchlines. The officials, the Indian captain as well, all had to step in to get aside the Indian head coach and get things in order. The Indian head coach, though, was shown a red card for his involvement and for his dissent as well. There are other ways of showing dissent, but perhaps this is something that isn't quite permitted as far as the rules of the game are concerned. But the Indian head coach says that he will not stand anything that goes against his team, and in particular his players. He shared his thoughts after he was shown the red card. He shared his thoughts on Twitter. Let's now tell you what the Indian head coach had to say about this incident. Sharing a video of the incident along with a couple of pictures with the players, Igor Stimac, the Indian head coach, took to Twitter and said that football is all about passion, especially when you defend the colors of your country. You can hate or love me for my actions, but I'm a warrior and I will do it again when needed to protect our boys on the pitch against unjustified decisions. So those were the thoughts of the Indian head coach. He says that he will do it again to protect his players if need be. But this, as you said earlier as well, is something that goes beyond the rules of the game, and which is why an automatic one-match ban has been given to the Indian head coach, which means he will not be in the support staff. You will not see him around the touchlines in India's next match, which is going to take place against Nepal. But for the match that follows after that, which is India's match against Kuwait, which will happen on Saturday, we will see the Indian head coach return. This is as far as the SAFF General Secretary is concerned. He's confirmed that the Indian head coach will be back in the camp for the Kuwait game, but not for the Nepal game, which happens before that. This is as far as the sanctions or the penalty is concerned. There aren't any more added penalties, though. Earlier, however, it was believed that there could be sanctions as well, additional sanctions for the Indian head coach, because there was a physical confrontation that had taken place there. But now we have a confirmation from the SAFF, beg your pardon, that there will be no added sanctions. The Indian head coach will only be present on the touchlines after he serves a one-match automatic ban, which is as far as the rules of the game are concerned. But the Indian head coach hasn't held himself back. He's made his opinion about the incident very clear. Replays do suggest that yes, he was right in terms of dissenting the decision that was made by the officials, but the fact that he snatched the ball is something that is to be debated and can be looked at. However, any sort of physical confrontation, there is no room in the game for that, and which is why the Indian head coach has been given this one-match ban. This is as far as the whole situation is concerned. India, of course, got off to a very good start in the tournament, registering a 4-0 victory against their arch rivals in Pakistan. They've got a few more games in this group stage, and they'd hope they can go a long way and defend their title as far as the SAFF Cup is concerned.